Gosh, Kim, when are we going to get back in the studio?
I don't know. I really need to find time to get down there. Sorry.
It is. It has been so busy with both of our jobs.
Yeah, for sure.
That's okay. But we're back.
Hey, everyone.
We're
We are
back with
back.
we're back with another episode of Wait There's More. Get the Skinny with Sue and Kim. And gosh, we got an episode today for you that you'll find very interesting. You want to tell them about it?
Yeah, so I'm sure you guys kind of do the same thing we do, just scrolling on whatever social media you choose to use. As far as time spent, we're not judging on screen time because we do it as well. It might be market research for us, but it's just an excuse, to have that downtime. I mean, as long as you use it wisely, we all use it, no judgment.
Yep.
But
Mm-mm.
what tends to jump in our day is these viral type buzzwords or the latest and greatest, um, you know, catch for dieting. Dieting being probably a bad word to use, but obviously GLPs, the shots, all of that. Gosh, I couldn't even count right now how many commercials are on TV for Row, Mochi. I don't, I don't, and
Yeah.
interestingly enough, as far as like the fad things to do, we've brought up really early on why I love Leanne Morgan so much is because she says she has failed Weight Watchers so many times.
Yeah.
I met with an occupational therapist yesterday, and nice thing about that is it wasn't just for my golfer's elbow because I've been strength training and I must have done something to it, but she was kind of whole body and mental too. Like she addressed a lot of things. And she said the same thing, like um, all things in moderation. I mean, she just had a lot of insight as to kind of where we're at. Like she'd be a
Yes.
great third person for our
Yes.
podcast. But she also said, Weight Watchers, like it didn't intimidate her, but because it didn't work well over and over and over again, how many times she's revisited, then she had to kind of find that new angle to help others. Again, she's not a nutritionist, she's an
Hmm.
occupational therapist, but that covers a lot of
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, kind of in the same boat. It just solidified the reason to do this episode is because we all do see these things, and you kind of go back to your past and go, okay, it's not Weight Watchers, it's Row, but it's the same concept, right? They're trying to reel us in, and there are success stories,
Yes.
um, but things that popped up, then Sue and I decided to put it out there for you guys to see if that's what you're seeing, and then maybe help you through how do you filter that out of, okay, I'm just going to set that aside. That's just another little, scam. And then, what do you want to take knowledge from or, absorb that information from to gain knowledge to move forward?
Yeah. Yeah. And there's so many, like, do you think once, like, the shots came out, the GLP-1, and, everybody's on board with it, but now, the over-the-counter GLP supplements, the gummies, the pills, the powders.
So I
um,
wasn't aware of that, but you're saying there's a gummy.
yes,
Huh.
yes,
Okay. Tell me
yes.
more.
So, GLP is a hormone your gut naturally releases after eating that helps regulate your appetite and hunger, slows gastric emptying, and improves blood sugar. So the prescription receptor agonist drug is very powerful and clinically proven medication that is designed to activate this pathway. And it is linked with, obviously weight loss and metabolic benefits. So now out pops the GLP-1 supplements. And if you don't research it or really get to know what's in the supplement, people are going to the store thinking, oh, this is going to help me suppress my appetite and make me lose weight. Well, obviously the prescription GLP ones are backed by rigorous clinical trials. They're proven to reduce appetite and weight loss by 10 to 20% in most people, and it improves the blood sugar and controls type 2 diabetes. And it's obviously the supplements don't require medical supervision or a prescription. And it can have side effects, the shot, such as nausea, GI issues, and other metabolic effects. Now, the supplements do not contain actual GLP-1s. So that's something I learned. It doesn't contain the receptor agonist drugs in the supplements. And they're not regulated by the FDA for effectiveness the way drugs are, the way the shots are. And so you can't be sure if it contains what they claim or how much.
That's interesting.
And yeah. And so clinical evidence supporting their effectiveness is really non-existing and lacking, like proof that they actually work.
So I guess for our sake, it's probably safer to just stay on that if it's doctor recommended and, medically approved, FDA approved. However, then, it could be something worth trying. But right now, especially since this hadn't even popped up for me. I mean, this was all new information when you suggested the topic. I'm just kind of, it almost sounds like a wool in sheep's clothing. So a wolf, why am I not talking right today? So the wolf being, it just sounds like it's slim fast.
Yeah.
It was just the quick appetite suppressant, which, I think they can get away with that easily and they're just slapping a new name on it, new label on it. Really, I don't know. It probably is helping someone. It's probably not the worst thing in the world, just like any supplement. But then you get into like absorption. How do you know, especially with a gummy, how do you know how much? Because they always say you're getting less. I think we went over that with B12. You're always going to get less from a gummy than you would, say, a shot or however. So, just if it does simply curb someone's appetite, even for an hour, they can promote it as this effective tool. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah. And, I guess, the pros are it's cheaper than the shot, but is it as effective as the shot? No, absolutely not. There's no proof that there is. Why it's a waste of money is there's no strong evidence that they work anything like a GLP shot or a GLP-1 shot. And, there's obviously the FDA, there's no approval. They don't test it to see if it's valid. And basically, it may not be meaningful appetite control or weight loss.
Well, so you had a good point there. Proven, you want proven results. I think kind of where your life is right now is you're all about the proof is in the punch, show me the proof. Anybody that's raised their hand for getting a free book, signing up for your free coaching. I think that's more what we're trying to help with, and what everybody else is looking for is your proof that your methods work. So you're willing to showcase those and help people and work with
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. At the end of the day, you don't need either one of those. You just need a lifestyle change.
True. So yes, an episode or two ago was the whole topic was,
Yeah.
if you had to choose between the two of us, I'm probably more pro the shot than you are
Yeah.
because you have a lot more um, proven results from not
Yeah.
having to do any of that. I mean, supplements in general are great, but
Yeah.
they're again just another secondary or tertiary tool
Yeah.
to the main goal.
Yeah.
So supplements, we're not knocking supplements, but specifically this new, if there is really truly a GLP-1, um, what do they call that where it's like a shadow? I don't know the right word, but what
I
people are
think
looking to
yes, I think like the whole thing is misleading
yeah,
to me. Like
yeah.
if people are thinking, oh, this is way cheaper than having to go get the shot, I'm just going to use this stuff and I'm going to get the same effects.
Well, we all
Yeah.
hope that we're gonna
Yeah.
find the
Yeah.
latest and greatest for the cheapest with the biggest results. I mean, that we're
Yes.
human,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
I think just even though we don't have any nutritional medical background, we're just trying to help our listeners understand that we're seeing the same thing you're seeing on social media. We're going to do a little extra digging to see, what's going on there in hopes that we can all walk through this together and say, okay, we might not go down that fork in the
Yeah.
road
Yeah.
with that. But, it's the same thing with, like you're saying about effectiveness. Cortisol just keeps popping up. I haven't had time to like really dive deep into it, but my personal trainer was chatting with the group because I brought up that I'm trying to balance my cortisol with one of my supplements.
Hmm. Hmm.
And she said, no, no judgment, but how do you know your cortisol isn't balanced? How do you know it is high? Because that's what Facebook is telling me. Everything in my feed is talking about women in menopause. And
Hmm.
and I realize they're learning what I'm scrolling on, but I mean, of course I'm going to listen. Menopause, yes. Cortisol, okay, sounds interesting. I'm trying to work. One of the supplements is also for the like adrenal gland, and I think
Hmm.
they mesh together with the cortisol.
Hmm.
So yeah, I'm on 9 different supplements in the morning. Some of them are a second dose. I'm totally pill fatigued right now. But, if it's going to work, I'll do it,
Yeah.
and I trust my doctor and I'm trying to navigate this, but I am getting a little burnt out. And, that's all she was saying was like, well, how do you know you need to fix your cortisol? Maybe you're not, maybe you're one of the exceptions. Just don't stress yourself out so much about it. And then the same
Hmm.
thing with any other, supplement. But that is constantly in my feed. The menopausal belly, the cortisol,
Yes.
and a lot of reset. What did they say? Vagus nerve reset was the cortisol topic.
Hmm. Okay.
And I've seen that for dogs too. Like if your dog's anxious, they need a Vegas reset. And I'm like, okay, wait a second. Why does that keep coming up? Why, if it's so good for pets and humans, why are we all doing it, right? If it
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
it worked that well, we'd all be doing it. That's what my husband always says. And he always goes back to the same concept that you're saying, Sue, is just we may not need any of that. We just need to be disciplined,
Hmm.
refocus, change our mindset, and just get to it.
Yeah.
And I'm still over here on the
But I
cliff.
know, but sometimes like for me and because we both had gastric sleeve surgery, you have to start somewhere. So if
Yeah.
it's starting off with the gastric sleeve surgery or the shots to get you to a point where you can well have a lifestyle, healthy lifestyle, and you've worked in all the tools as you are losing the weight, after the shots, doing the shots and this surgery. Like I feel that, I don't mind people, like I'm not saying never get the shots or whatever. Just make sure you're not relying on that as a lifestyle change forever. Like
Yeah.
that's a tool for you to get to your mind, change your mindset into living a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah, I will say my husband, after doing the shots, I won't name names. He may not want a lot of people to know that. But just that guy.
Yeah,
But
that one
he
guy.
just one person we know. Um,
Yeah,
so his eating habits changed. The tool he chose, which was the
yeah.
shot, did effectively get him, and he's still losing. Here we are. We'll say it's a year later. I'm not 100% sure, but
Hmm.
he is down to a lesser dose that they've prescribed.
Hmm.
There's a nutritionist and a doctor that always check in with him, and they've gotten him down to what I would say is his like real low wean off dose, right?
Hmm.
So he's still losing, but I think it is because he kept the good habits that tool
Yes.
helped him achieve. So he's kind of, and again, it's like a guy thing. It's so frustrating. They stop drinking beer and soda and lose 40 pounds. They don't even have to do a thing. They don't even have to get up
Yes.
off the couch to lose weight sometimes.
Yes. Yes.
So I I'm proud of him and I'm happy for him because I mean, it's just I can see him looking in the mirror and, feeling more confident. But um
Yes.
it's so many other things to that, as we all know, because we've all been there. I've probably been there like a solid 5 different times where I've reached my goal weight and I've been happy.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to combat is not losing that momentum again and getting,
Yes.
right back to where I was. And
Yes.
um trying to maintain and hold it here.
Yep.
But I do think the concept that you're kind of saying, Sue, is that use it as the tool, lose the weight, learn the habits, and stick with them, which, for example, I think he has stuck with them because
Yeah.
even this morning, or no, yesterday morning, he said, I'm down another pound. I'm like, wow, okay. Why are you still losing? And I'm still stuck on this ledge over here. Clearly, I know why my habits have strayed. And, full disclosure, I got Friendly Market cookies yesterday and told the kids to hide them in their room because what the heck did I do that for? I mean, I very willingly
Hey,
put them in my basket. Why?
like I said, you just move on.
Yeah, yeah.
Why beat
So,
yourself up?
oh yeah, no, I'll do better. I'll do better, on both counts.
Yeah.
But with that said, too, I found another thing that I want to look into, and I was asking you if you've heard of this Asian
I,
walking.
I have not.
So I think it's another little fad. It's another little scammy thing trying to lure me in, lure me into, another little thing on Facebook. But I'm going to look into that
Yeah.
because I have known people to only walk and have very effective weight loss. One of the videos that came up, it was like high knees and they were kind of like bouncing. And then other videos didn't have any of that. So I already knew there was conflicting information, but it's just another one of the things we were going to bring to you guys to see if you're seeing that. Has anybody
Yeah.
tried it yet? It might just help me get back on my walking journey. I kind of just quit walking altogether when my dogs weren't being good on a walk.
Hmm.
And then I feel like literally, this is embarrassing, but I feel bad if I walk without them. Like I've put that in my
Yeah.
head. That's
Yeah.
all me. But
Yeah.
I feel guilty walking out the door if they're sitting on the couch watching me through the window. Like that's stupid. I should be walking. So then I was
Yeah.
gonna get like a walking pad
Hmm.
and just do it here like at my desk and get like a standing desk. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Walking is I mean, it's tried and true. It's always been there. Why does it have to be a new buzzword? What is Asian walking?
I want to know what that is. I'm curious now.
Yeah. And of course Asian could be anything. So then a couple of them were very specific to whatever um form of like whatever country truly it was from, invented it.
Well, I'm curious if any of our fans out here have
Our
any of,
fans.
if they've learned any of the latest, or if they have any of the latest crazes that are out there that are kind of off the wall, or are they?
Or are they? Yeah, exactly. Just real quickly, they're saying this is a 30-minute, 4-day-a-week fitness method involving alternating 3-minute cycles of high intensity and low intensity. So 3 minutes of super fast walking and then 3 with 40% effort.
Hmm.
Scientifically shown to improve aerobic fitness, lower blood pressure, and increase muscle strength. I could use that.
Yeah, maybe that's not such a bad thing.
Yeah. Well, Couch to 5K is a very well known. I would say that's
Yeah,
nationwide that people know what that is. And I've tried to do that unsuccessfully. Not that I haven't walked a 5K, but I never followed through with the whole program.
yeah,
But that's one that people might have heard of. But yes, please comment with what's your latest and greatest fad or not, what you've heard of, what you're looking into, questioning that we can hold your hand through. Um,
yeah.
any final thoughts, Sue?
Well, I mean, even if they've tried the GLP supplements, has it worked for you? Have you felt any different?
I think
Um,
they're new because the pill itself is new. Everybody's like going crazy about, oh, I don't have to take a shot now.
yeah,
Um, because like Charles Barkley was just on the commercial saying, I've been doing the shots. Now there's a pill, and then they go away. But
yeah.
um, and then the
I wonder though
supplements,
how effective is the pill, because it's almost like taking B12 pill vitamin, but then the
how
shot is
effective.
better for you. Yeah,
Well, I think that's the big buzz in the gastric by the yeah, the groups we're in.
yeah,
That's been a question almost every night I see. Has anybody tried the Wegovy pill yet?
yeah,
So they want to know. I mean, everybody, again, we're looking for that extra assistance through this plateau or weight gain, which mine has been gained now after my plateau. Lost
hmm,
5 and gained 10. So, I'm trying to sift through what is going to be a helpful tool. And I mean, again, if my doctor says the Wegovy pill's great and you can have it, I'd probably do
yeah,
it.
yeah,
But I think again, because I haven't learned to build my own structure here at home without needing the extra help, I think that's my like I have a block, a mental block
yeah,
about that. So let us know, guys, if you're kind of in the
yeah,
same boat. Sue can help you, and I can just say, yeah, me too. We're in the same boat.
yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah. So comment, like us, follow us, subscribe to us. We're all over social media under the Wait, There's More. Get the skinny with Sue and Kim. And leave us a comment. We're still waiting for our first comment. Gosh, Kim.
I know. I know. I do have a girlfriend that reached out to you, Heidi.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, she
Did you
did.
connect with
Yes,
her? Good,
yes,
good.
I did. Thank
Hey,
you, thank you.
one is better than zero. So that,
Exactly,
you know,
exactly.
slow and steady wins the race. So we're here for it.
Yep. All right. Until next time.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.